I'm gonna beat your ass, and then I'm gonna take you to jail.
What? What'd I do?
Get out of here.
I didn't even do nothing.
Yeah, you did.
What'd I
Go.
do? What'd I do?
Go.
That battery?
Get out of here.
Welcome to U.S. Corrupt Cops, where we expose the realities of power misuse. In today's episode, a crooked officer faces instant karma after an illegal stop, resulting in the chief's dismissal and charges filed against him. Stick around to see how justice was ultimately achieved. If you enjoy this video, press 1. Around 10:30 p.m. on Saturday, September 17th, 2022, 18-year-old Travis Cram, 19-year-old Parker Wheeland, and 18-year-old Gabella Ropati were riding rented scooters on the street outside Bay City Public Safety Director Michael Cecchini's apartment in Bay City, Michigan. Director Cecchini thought the teens were being too noisy and shouted down to them from his apartment. A verbal exchange ensued, prompting Director Cecchini to confront the teens in person. Part of the ensuing interaction was recorded by Ms. Ropati.
I'm gonna beat your ass, and then I'm gonna take you to jail.
What? What'd I do?
Get out of here.
I didn't even do nothing.
Yeah, you did.
What'd I
Go.
do? What'd I do?
Go.
That battery?
Get out of here. It's disturbing the peace.
You hit me because of disturbing the
Yeah, it's a crime. You need to go.
How did I disturb me? I didn't see anyone else wake up. You need to get out of here.
Right now, you disturbed my peace. Leave.
You just committed battery.
No.
Yes.
No,
You hit me with a
not.
flashlight. That's battery.
Get out of here.
How is that right?
Leave.
Battery, right?
Hmm?
Look out.
Yep, that's right. You call the cops.
You just committed battery, right?
Chief of police. Call the cops.
That doesn't work that way, dude.
You're gonna tell me the law? What, you think some legal scholar on the Supreme Court?
No,
Well, like, what are we doing
that's
that's illegal?
police. You can't hit me with
You
a
can't
flashlight.
disturb the peace.
That doesn't
And then
mean
you
you-
can't threaten to kick.
What's the
Really?
First Amendment?
You hit me with a flashlight.
No,
I
you
can
don't
say
have a
whatever I
right to
say.
disturb the peace.
You have a right to
How are we-
Your rights
how are we
end when they
You
infringe
hit me
your
with a
identity.
flashlight, bro. What are you talking about? I didn't even do it. How do you feel threatened, bro? Is it my luscious box? Are you jealous? You bald, huh? I would be jealous too. Look at my the Grinch out here, bro. Call the cops, bro. You committed battery. I can assault you all I want.
back
You're
up.
kiss me.
Assault me.
You want to make out? I'll make out with you right now. I sleep both ways, bro.
Go ahead. Assault me.
Back
I'm not
up.
gonna touch you. I'm not gonna touch you. I know
Get
better.
out of his face.
I know better, bro.
Hey,
What is
can
he
you
doing
send
to
a
you?
unit down here? I've got 3 hooligans that need to go.
Hooligans, you hit me with a flashlight.
I'm at 9th Street in front of River's Edge.
I said,
You can do whatever you want. Step it up.
I'm not gonna fight you,
Bye.
dude.
Director Cecchini alleges that the teens were disturbing the peace due to their noise levels and claims he struck Mr. Cram with his flashlight. We'll delve into whether Director Cecchini's actions amount to battery, as Mr. Cram later asserted, but first, we'll examine if the teens could indeed be guilty of disturbing the peace. Per Section 54-48 of the Bay City Code of Ordinances, it shall be unlawful for any person to disturb the public peace and quiet by making or causing to be made loud noise so as to unreasonably disturb the quiet, comfort, and repose of persons in the vicinity. Section 54-49 expands on what constitutes unreasonable noise, identifying various acts declared as unreasonably disturbing loud noises in violation of the ordinance. This includes, now quoting, yelling, shouting, hooting, whistling, or singing in public streets between April 1st and November 1st, especially between 11 p.m. and 7 a.m., or at any time or place that unreasonably disturbs the quiet, comfort, or repose of any persons nearby. Although the noise occurred before 11 p.m., depending on how loud the teens were and the disturbance caused, a court might find they violated the Bay City Ordinance by disturbing the peace. However, since the noise wasn't captured on video, it's difficult to speculate how a court would rule on this matter. After Director Cecchini called the police, 2 officers from the Bay City Public Safety Department arrived, and their investigation was recorded on their body cameras.
Well,
Okay,
I'm
I can
talking
talk.
to him. No, you're not
Stop.
talking. Let him talk first. Let him talk first.
Let him talk.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. Disturbing the peace. Both of them squealing their wheels at me.
Stop, he's talking.
Okay. They come here, they hit the cone, they're messing around here around this new monument. It went on for about 5 minutes. Okay? I'd had enough. I'm upstairs. All right? I said some bad words. All right?
Okay.
He challenged me to fight and dared me to come down. Okay? I came down. He stood off on me, and I did a pectoral jab with my flashlight.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
My
What?
side?
Okay.
My side first, right?
So,
I say
Hold
my
on.
side?
Yes,
Okay.
you do. Just wait.
I'll cut a supplement. 2 charges right
Well,
here,
Okay.
in my opinion.
Here's the scoop.
But I'll let you investigate it.
Okay.
Bird scoop.
I'll get their statements. I come check in with you. Okay.
All right, first
Talk to him. Yep. Talk.
Okay.
Okay. You got nothing on you?
No.
Okay. All right. What's going on?
So we were just riding around on bird scooters, you know, like teenagers do. And then he came up
How old
here.
are you?
I'm 19.
Okay.
And he hit the cone right here and knocked it over.
What cone?
I think it was the one
Can
with
you
the gray
step
on it.
aside? Okay. Middle one.
Yeah, and knocked it over, and then he started yelling, and he threatened him first. So he was defending himself,
Okay,
like
how-
against him.
How did he threaten him?
I don't remember exactly what he said,
Okay.
but he antagonized him, so he was defending himself.
Okay. What led up to that point?
We were riding around down here. We were going down there, turning around, coming back up here. We were riding around this thing a little bit.
Okay. And then, so you hit the cone, and then what happened?
He hit the cone.
Sorry, that's what I said. He hit the cone, then what happened?
Then he started yelling at us, and he defended himself.
Where did he come from?
He was up there, up at the top,
Okay.
and he was like, "I'll come down there and beat your ass."
Okay.
And we waited down here to see if he would actually come down, and then he came down. Travis was standing right there, didn't say a single
Right where?
word.
Right.
And like on the road, and he came up and hit him. I don't know if it was like in the chest or the rib cage, but he hit him with the flashlight and then started shining it in his eyes.
Mr. Wheeland informed the officer that Director Cecchini had hit Mr. Cram in the chest with his flashlight, a claim supported by Ms. Ropati's footage.
What'd I do?
Go.
What'd I do?
Go!
That battery?
Section 750.81 of the Michigan Compiled Laws states, "A person who assaults and batters an individual is guilty of a misdemeanor." Since the statute doesn't define assault or battery, these offenses are outlined by case law, as explained by the Michigan Court of Appeals in the 2011 case of People v. Cameron. Quote, "The courts have defined a battery as an intentional, unconsented, and harmful or offensive touching of the person of another. It doesn't matter whether the touching caused an injury." The court also elaborated on assault, stating, "The courts have defined an assault as an attempt to commit a battery or an unlawful act that places another in reasonable apprehension of receiving an immediate battery. Thus, every battery necessarily includes an assault because a battery is the very consummation of the assault. Therefore, it's likely a court would conclude that Director Cecchini committed assault and battery against Mr. Cram. Notably, Director Cecchini didn't just use his hand, but struck Mr. Cram with a flashlight. Under Section 750.82 of the Michigan Compiled Laws, quote, "A person who assaults another person with a gun, revolver, pistol, knife, iron bar, club, brass knuckles, or other dangerous weapon without intending to commit murder or to inflict great bodily harm, less than murder, is guilty of a felony." According to Section 17.10 of the Michigan Criminal Jury Instructions, quote, "A dangerous weapon is any object used in a way that is likely to cause serious physical injury or death." The instructions further explain, "Some objects, such as guns or bombs, are dangerous because they are specifically designed to be dangerous. Other objects are designed for peaceful purposes, but may be used as dangerous weapons. The way an object is used or intended to be used in an assault determines whether it is a dangerous weapon. While a heavy metal flashlight can cause serious injury if used to bludgeon someone forcefully, in this case, Director Cecchini jabbed Mr. Cram in the chest with it. Although this could cause injury, it's unlikely a court would deem it likely to cause serious injury or death. Thus, it's improbable that Director Cecchini's actions would be classified as assault and battery with a dangerous weapon.
You got your ID on you?
Yes.
All right, let me see it. Okay, go ahead. Just
Wait, by
go on that pole so she can see you. Go sit on that pole, okay?
First, right? I was riding. You know how like when you press the brake, the back wheel locks up and it makes a squeaking noise, right?
Okay.
And you can drift when you do that. It's kind of fun, right?
Okay.
I get it's kind of late and stuff, right?
Right.
But he's up there. He goes, "Hey, big shot, you want to go?" Right? Because he said, "Why don't you keep it down?" I said, "I'm not doing nothing wrong." He goes, "Hey, big shot, you want to go?" Right? So, obviously, you know, I'm a dude, 18 years old. I can hold my own ground. I'm gonna hold my own ground, right? So, I didn't know who he was, right? Just random guy, older guy, not that. Right? So, I said, "Yeah, come down, we can go." Right? He's threatening me to fight me, right? And I stood right here. I said, "What's up?" He walks up to me and like, "I'm not gonna hit you, I promise." He goes like that and jabs me like right here in the ribs with the flashlight. And then he said he felt threatened. My hands were at my sides. I don't know. I didn't swing at him. I didn't pick up.
What did you do when he walked down?
I just stood there. I said, "What's up?" Like, I didn't know who he was. He looked at his badge. I seen he was a cop. I'm not gonna swing at a cop, you know? I have more respect for that. You know, he has authority over me. He's better than me, you know? All I know he's
So he hits you in the stomach with the flashlight.
like the
then what?
rib cage, not the
Okay.
stomach, bro.
Okay. Not bro, but
I'm sorry.
then what?
And then that's like it. He was like threatening me to swing on him. He wanted me to swing on him,
Why?
right?
How?
Like he would get out. He was like, "I'm not close to you, but like
No,
say this is my face, this was his face." He was like threatening, like, "Swing on me, bro. Swing on me. Swing on me. Come on, big shot. Swing on me."
Did he say that?
Yes. He was like telling me. Gabby, was he not telling
No,
me?
listen.
Sorry.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Okay.
We'll
Yes.
talk to her.
He was literally telling me to swing on him.
When was this? You didn't mention that before.
It was like after the effect of the like when he came down here and showed me his badge. As soon as he showed me his badge, I was out. Right? I'm not
Okay,
gonna fight a
but-
cop.
So he comes out. You
Yep.
say, "What's up?"
Yep.
Then you told me that he comes up to you and pokes you in the stomach with the
A
flashlight.
jab. It wasn't a
Jab-
poke. Dude,
jabs-
if it was a poke, I
sorry,
wouldn't
okay.
even have made an effect. I would have
Jabs
just
you,
left.
jabs you in the stomach with the flashlight. Now
Yep.
you're telling me that he was telling you to swing on him.
That was after.
When?
He jabbed me in the
After when?
stomach, and then he was like, "Come on, big shot," like threatening, like you know,
What exactly did he say though?
like.
You
Hitting me.
said a couple
So I was
times.
mad, right? I'm mad, right? He jabbed me in the stomach with a flashlight.
So what did you say when he jabbed you?
I was like, I don't even remember. I think I said something about like I should fight him, right? Because that's battery. No, I said that's battery, right? Because that's battery, right? Is it not?
Okay.
Hitting
And
with
then-
an object is battery.
And then what?
And then I just walked away. I walked that way. I walked to the other side of that.
No. You say something to him.
I
and
said
then
that's
how-
battery,
and
and he
then-
said no, it's not. You're going to jail for disturbing the peace.
Okay.
I said that's not a jail-worthy crime.
Okay, but where does
Right.
the swing on me, hit me?
Okay, it goes after, because I was talking to him, right? I was like, you know, I'm kind of mad, bro. I could fight someone right now.
Don't reach in your pocket.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. That was out of pocket. Anyways, so I was like, I should fight you. To him, right? I should fight him, right? He hit me with the flashlight. That's
This is
self-defense.
after the fact?
Yes, way after, like
Okay.
probably 5 minutes after, right? He's like, I should hit him back. It's self-defense. He hits me with a flashlight. I'm an unarmed dude,
Where was
right?
he when you were saying this? Where were you?
Like right there. He was like right there, right? And we were on the other side of, you see that little circle
So
right
then
there?
you guys are talking, you say you should hit him.
I'm mad. Like I could hit him.
Okay, then
Right?
what?
And he runs up to me, like not runs, but like fast walks up to me. He's like, hit me. And like points toward his chin. Like I'm gonna hit him. And I said, no, I'm more mature than you, I'm not gonna hit you. And he goes, hit me. And I'm like, I'm not gonna hit you.
Mr. Cram told the officer that Director Cecchini kept urging him to hit him, though he couldn't recall the exact words used. Fortunately, Ms. Ropati captured this part of the confrontation on her recording, showing Director Cecchini repeatedly telling Mr. Cram to assault him.
Call the cops, bro. You committed battery. I can assault you all I want.
back
You're
up.
kiss me? Assault me. You want to make out? I'll make out with you right now. I sweep both ways, bro.
Go ahead. Assault me.
I'm
Back
not gonna touch
up.
you. I'm not gonna touch you. I know
Get
better.
out of his face.
I know better, bro.
While most speech is protected under the First Amendment, the Supreme Court explained in the 1942 case of Chaplinsky versus New Hampshire, quote, "It is well understood that the right of free speech is not absolute at all times and under all circumstances. There are certain well-defined and narrowly limited classes of speech the prevention and punishment of which have never been thought to raise any constitutional problem. These include the lewd and obscene, the profane, the libelous, and the insulting or fighting words, those which by their very utterance inflict injury or tend to incite an immediate breach of the peace. In Chaplinsky, the court defined fighting words as those likely to provoke the average person to retaliation and thereby cause a breach of the peace, determining that calling someone a damned racketeer and damned fascist wasn't protected speech under this exception. Over time, courts have narrowed what's considered unprotected fighting words, with the Supreme Court describing the exception in the 1989 case of Texas versus Johnson as speech consisting of a direct personal insult or invitation to exchange fisticuffs. Given that Director Cecchini was in Mr. Cram's face, explicitly challenging him to assault him, a court might find this speech falls under the fighting words exception and isn't protected by the First Amendment.
I went and hit him, right? So yeah.
Then what happened?
And then you guys got here. And I asked him if I could sit down. He said, "You're free to do whatever you want." I walked over here, I seen you guys pulling up, and I stopped. Now I'm here. I didn't threaten him in any way. I don't know how he feels threatened.
So the original altercation was because you were
Squeaking the tires on the bird
and he
scooters.
yelled at you from up there.
Yeah, is that a worthy thing to hit someone's flashlight?
It's
Because he's chief of police? He's above me? He's better than me?
On September 18, 2022, the day after the incident, city officials received a citizen complaint about Director Cecchini's behavior and placed him on administrative leave. On October 2nd, while still on leave, Director Cecchini announced his retirement. The Bay City Public Safety Department requested the Michigan State Police to investigate, and state investigators submitted their findings to the Bay County Prosecutor's Office. The Bay County Prosecutor then asked the Michigan Attorney General's office to appoint a special prosecutor to review the case. On January 23, 2023, Attorney General Dana Nessel announced that former Director Cecchini would be charged with misdemeanor assault and battery against Mr. Cram. On March 5, 2024, Mr. Cecchini entered a no-contest plea as part of a deal requiring him to complete a management course, perform 40 hours of community service, and surrender his Michigan Commission on Law Enforcement Standards license, preventing him from working as a police officer in the state. Once Mr. Cecchini fulfilled these conditions, the charge was dismissed per the plea agreement. On January 25, 2023, Mr. Cram filed a federal lawsuit against Mr. Cecchini, alleging violations of his 4th and 14th Amendment rights. The lawsuit was dismissed on November 9, 2023, after both parties agreed to a settlement totaling $90,000 to Mr. Cram. Overall, Director Cecchini earns an F for his belligerent and hostile attitude during the encounter, provoking a conflict with teenagers over trivial noise and assaulting an 18-year-old while threatening further violence. Even though he was off duty, his actions reflected poorly on his professionalism, especially as the chief of the Bay City Department, showcasing a severe lack of the composure and emotional stability essential for an effective police officer. In this case, Director Cecchini's inappropriate and violent behavior ultimately led to his job loss and the revocation of his law enforcement license, highlighting the necessity of holding police officials accountable both on and off duty. Mr. Cram receives an A- because, although he was confrontational in responding to Director Cecchini, it appears that Cecchini instigated the conflict, and Mr. Cram did nothing to justify the physical attack. He also immediately recognized the battery against him and showed remarkable restraint by not succumbing to Cecchini's provocations to assault him. Lastly, Mr. Cram should be praised for taking appropriate action afterward by filing a complaint, though it's unclear if he or a friend did so, and pursuing a civil rights lawsuit against Director Cecchini. This incident underscores the importance of citizens knowing their rights and seeking accountability when they're victims of crimes or rights violations. Our next episode delves into trespassing, handcuffing, and obstruction. On September 9, 2021, during the closing moments of a Black River Falls High School football game, at the University of Wisconsin La Crosse campus in La Crosse, Wisconsin Cross, Wisconsin, Officer Ames and Officer Barton of the UW La Crosse campus police spotted Matthew McCormick walking through a fenced-off construction area. The interaction was captured on both officers' body cameras.
Okay. Back through the Sorry, sir. Gotta have you go around the backside.
Yeah, no, I do this for a living.
You work here?
Yes, I do.
On this
I
side?
did that parking lot. I did that parking lot over there.
But not this one.
Are you here for work?
This side?
Yes, I am. I'm here doing a walkthrough to make sure there's no erosion control
Okay.
problems.
Can I get your ID?
I don't have one on me.
Don't have it?
Yeah.
I can't let you in.
Yes, mine.
Oh, okay. No.
I'm not resisting.
Stop, ma'am. Don't.
I'm not resisting.
Stop tensing up. Relax.
Just relax.
Because you're yelling with one. Because you're tensed up, that's why.
No.
Yes.
No, you guys
It's
don't
fine.
know how to
Stop. Just stop. Relax. I'm gonna put you in handcuffs till we figure out who you are.
After Mr. McCormick directs profanity at the officers and begins to walk away, they detain him in handcuffs, claiming they will do so until his identity is confirmed. We'll discuss the use of handcuffs later, but first it's crucial to determine whether the officers had the authority to detain and identify Mr. McCormick under these circumstances. Under Section 943.15 of the Wisconsin statutes, whoever enters the locked or posted construction site of another without the consent of the owner or person in lawful possession of the premises is guilty of a Class A misdemeanor. For a construction site to be posted, a sign of at least 11 square inches must be placed in at least 2 conspicuous locations for every 40 acres to be protected. The sign must include an appropriate notice and the name of the person giving notice, followed by owner or occupant. Similarly, Section 943.13 prohibits individuals from entering enclosed land without the owner's or occupant's express or implied consent. The statute clarifies that implied consent means conduct or words that imply consent to enter the land, considering factors like previous entries, customary use, and the land's general arrangement. It's unclear if the construction site was properly posted or locked, but footage shows at least one large sign on the fence, though its content isn't visible. While the campus was open to the public, the university clearly intended to keep unauthorized people out of the enclosed construction area, indicating Mr. McCormick lacked express or implied consent. Therefore, a court would likely find that the officers had at least reasonable suspicion to detain Mr. McCormick for potential trespassing. Under Section 968.24 of the Wisconsin statutes, when an officer reasonably suspects someone is committing, is about to commit, or has committed a crime, they may stop the person in a public place for a reasonable time and demand their name, address, and an explanation of their conduct. Thus, a court would likely determine that the officers had the legal authority to require Mr. McCormick to identify himself. However, it's important to note that the statute doesn't authorize officers to demand an identification card, only the individual's name and address.
Talk to me like a person.
We were.
No, you weren't.
We weren't the ones calling names like you were.
I did not call you in you.
You said multiple profanity.
What I said to you was kiss my... is what I said. I did not call you in
Profanity. You have an ID?
My wife can grab it out of my back pocket for me. Nope, don't grab my wallet. I'll get my ID out for you, sir.
Sir, stop. Come over here.
Somebody's got an attitude.
I know.
And it's...
Ma'am, you want to grab his ID for me, please?
Thank you. What I said I would do for you, you did for me. Thank you.
Matt, shut your mouth.
I'm not bending over. I'm not kissing anybody. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not running from you.
But listen, it's not that. It's because you're in handcuffs. That
it's not a law that if I'm in handcuffs, I can stand on my own, sir.
No, but listen,
I can
but if you
stand on
do
my
fall
own.
on your face, it's a liability because you can't catch yourself. So it's not that I think you're running away. It's just a safety thing.
Never called either one of you a name or anything. And you guys are the ones that jump to conclusions and all of a sudden, oh, we got to put you in cuffs. Sorry, I'm just moving around. I can't stand still.
That's fine.
The girl that walked through over there, You didn't do anything to her, did you? You let her go right through.
Because you came in and made the scene.
I told you I was walking through the
I'm going to
car.
go work on your citation. We'll call it good.
Do what you gotta do, guys.
Yeah.
Seeing that he's gonna write out the citation, he knows who I am. Can you take the cuffs off now because I'm not under arrest, correct?
No, we'll just,
Am I under arrest?
You're being detained.
Am I under arrest?
You're being detained.
For what?
You're being detained.
For what?
Okay, we needed to detain you because
For
one
what?
escalated situation.
What are you detaining
Sir,
me for?
listen,
What are you
I'm
holding me
explaining.
for?
Okay, well,
Just by you saying
I'm not gonna
you're detained, you're detained, you're detained. What are you detaining me for? What did I do wrong?
I was explaining
What
to you.
did I do wrong?
Okay, sir, if you're going to interrupt me, I'm not going to explain.
Answer my question
No,
then.
because you keep interrupting.
Because you can't answer the question. I asked you, what am I being detained
Sir,
for?
I'm not arguing with you here.
After being handcuffed, Mr. McCormick asks if he's under arrest, and Officer Ames states that he's being detained. The Fourth Amendment protects citizens against unreasonable searches and seizures. If a Terry stop becomes excessively intrusive, effectively becoming a de facto arrest, the seizure can be deemed unreasonable if it's only supported by reasonable suspicion, not probable cause. While officers can't routinely use handcuffs during all Terry stops, the Seventh Circuit, which includes Wisconsin, has upheld the use of handcuffs when a detainee attempts to flee or poses a flight risk. For example, in the 1993 case of U.S. v. Wilson, the court found that a suspect's flight justified handcuffing during an investigatory stop. In this scenario, the officers chose to handcuff Mr. McCormick after he tried to walk away. One could argue that since the officers didn't inform Mr. McCormick he was being detained, he wasn't fleeing, but simply leaving after being told he couldn't be in the construction area. However, as the Seventh Circuit explained in the 1994 case of U.S. v. Tillman, the fact that a Terry stop could have been accomplished by less intrusive means doesn't make the seizure unreasonable. Therefore, a court might still find that using handcuffs was constitutionally reasonable under these circumstances. Even if a court deemed the handcuffing transformed the Terry stop into a de facto arrest, it could still rule the seizure constitutional if it concluded the officers had probable cause to arrest Mr. McCormick for trespassing. Although Mr. McCormick claimed he was there for work, his explanation was unconvincing, and being accompanied by his wife suggests he wasn't on campus for professional reasons. The Supreme Court in the 2018 case of District of Columbia v. Wesby stated that probable cause doesn't require certainty, only a probability or substantial chance of criminal activity. Therefore, a court might conclude the officers had probable cause to arrest Mr. McCormick, making the use of handcuffs constitutionally permissible.
If you have an issue, this is all being recorded. You can come in tomorrow.
I don't care if it's being recorded. By all means.
Okay. Well, that's where I'll leave it then.
Learn how to do your job.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's going to take a while because he's going to sit in the car just to try to make a point. Pretty funny. All day long, people are walking through here. You guys didn't bother anybody. Not a thing.
Are you okay with standing, sir? Do you want to sit down?
I'm fine.
Okay. Just double checking.
Just find it funny that other people could keep walking through, no problem.
Sir, just don't lean that way.
I'm turning looking that way.
Look that way, turn the other way. And look the other way. Because now you're facing me. I guess I'll play the game.
What's the difference of me? Are you threatened by me? Really?
Sir,
so I can't even face you.
Okay, I'm not talking.
That's probably the smartest thing you've said all night long.
Appreciate it.
Yep, there you go. What are you jerking me around for?
You're jerking me around.
I can't move? Exactly. So let's play ring around the rosy.
No, we're not, or else you're going to sit down.
I'm standing here.
Okay, well,
not
then stop
bothering
playing
you.
around.
What am I doing? I can't turn to look at something?
What are you looking at?
Whatever I want. Whatever I want.
Okay, I don't understand why this is such an issue.
You guys made it an issue.
No, you did.
Not at all.
Okay.
Keep telling yourself that.
Well, it's all on camera. Sir, I'm going to have you sit down if you just keep messing around with this. Like, I don't know what the game is.
I told you when I first got here, I can't
is.
stand still. I got to keep moving. Okay?
Can you sit still?
No, because I got bad knees.
Okay,
that's why I
if you
got to
sit-
keep moving because
listen,
of my
if you sit,
joints.
can you move your legs?
No, I cannot sit.
Okay.
Because I sit all the way down there. It ain't going to be good for my knees. Not going to happen. You could just uncuff me and I'll stand right here and there's no problem. Have I ever once tried to resist you? No.
Well, while we were cuffing you before.
No, it wasn't. Your buddy tried tackling me almost. So I said, relax and talk to me. Instead of just snapping. Man. So what do your security guards get paid?
Seriously, Matt, just knock
Just
it off.
asking a question,
Just
trying to make
knock it
conversation.
off. Knock it off.
That's all I was asking. Tony,
Sir Erickson, now's not the best time, but I appreciate it.
just a hi.
I know. Thanks, sir.
Yay.
Seriously, I want to go home.
We will.
All right, ma'am, I'll give you his ID back. You can take mine.
You don't need to explain it, just hand it to me and that's good.
I do need to explain it.
No, you don't. You gave me a ticket. I gotta pay a ticket.
Okay.
Give me my ticket.
I gave you a citation for obstructing a police officer. Okay.
The officers issued Mr. McCormick a citation for obstructing a police officer in violation of subsection 7 of section 18.10 of the Administrative Code of the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin System. This regulation mirrors section 946.41 of the Wisconsin statutes, which states, "Whoever knowingly resists or obstructs an officer while such officer is doing any act in an official capacity and with lawful authority is guilty of a Class A misdemeanor." While one could argue that Mr. McCormick's attempt to walk away constituted obstruction, Wisconsin jury instructions require proving that the defendant knew their conduct would obstruct the officer. As previously discussed, the officers didn't inform Mr. McCormick he was being detained and seemed to be merely telling him he couldn't be in the construction area. Therefore, Mr. McCormick could argue he didn't know his actions would obstruct them. However, the statute also includes knowingly giving false information to the officer as obstruction. The Wisconsin jury instructions outline 4 elements. The defendant knowingly gave false information. The officer was acting in official capacity. The officer had lawful authority, and the defendant intended to mislead the officer. In this case, Mr. McCormick seemingly lied when he claimed he didn't have identification on him, later admitting it was in his wallet. It's reasonable to assume he intended to mislead the officers about possessing ID. Additionally, Mr. McCormick might have provided false information by claiming he was conducting a walkthrough for work, possibly to mislead the officers into thinking he was authorized to be in the construction area, though it's unclear if this was false. The officers were acting in their official capacity, and a court would likely find they had lawful authority, given their reasonable suspicion to detain him. While the Wisconsin Stop and Identify law doesn't allow officers to demand an ID card, it's well established that officers don't violate the Fourth Amendment by requesting identification, even without reasonable suspicion. Consequently, a court would likely find that Mr. McCormick's false statement about his ID could sustain an obstruction conviction.
Your court date?
Yep.
If
Got
you wish
it.
to
I can
dispute,
see
your
it.
court date's October
I can see
14th
it.
at 2 in the afternoon. Hold up.
Thank you. Gotcha.
Okay.
I'm good to go.
Okay.
I'm good to go.
No,
Okay?
I'm going to explain this.
No, I'm done with you. You gave me a
Okay.
ticket.
Just
I'm
take
gone.
him home, please.
What's
see
going
it.
to happen
Thank you.
is
Here's my wallet. Thanks. Let's go.
Is this
Don't
what-
don't
this-
bother talking to my wife. We're leaving. We're trying to leave the scene here and leave the situation. So let us go, please. That's all I'm asking.
I want you to understand this.
I got
when
it right here.
When the
See,
Black River Falls Athletic
I don't
Department
really care.
has contact with your son because of
I
the
don't really
behavior of his
care.
parents,
No.
that's going to be an issue. So that it's got to happen. Because
Here, please leave his dumb ass there and let's go. I ain't putting up with this crap.
okay.
After receiving his citation, Mr. McCormick and his wife left without further incident. On October 14th, 2021, he pled no contest to the obstruction charge and was fined $452. It's unclear if Mr. McCormick filed a complaint or sought legal action afterward. Overall, Officer Ames and Officer Barton earn a C+ because, while they likely operated within their legal authority, they unnecessarily handcuffed Mr. McCormick. Officer Barton, in particular, displayed hostility at times. It's plausible that Mr. McCormick didn't realize he was being detained when he tried to walk away, as the officers hadn't informed him and had told him he couldn't be in the construction area. The officers should have given him a chance to comply with an order to stop before using force. Although courts have upheld handcuffing during Terry stops under certain conditions, most people associate handcuffs with arrest, and given their demeaning nature, officers should use them only when necessary. The quick decision to handcuff, especially following Mr. McCormick's disrespectful remarks, suggests a possible retaliatory motive. This encounter highlights how poor communication and unnecessary escalation by officers can lead to negative interactions with citizens. Mr. McCormick receives a C because, despite his antagonistic behavior and apparent dishonesty, he mostly complied with the officers and accepted being handcuffed without significant resistance. While his language was harsh, he remained within his First Amendment rights. It's uncertain whether he lied about being on the construction site for work, but his story seems unlikely. It's hard to believe that a legitimate employee wouldn't confirm his authorization to be on a closed construction site when approached by officers protecting it from trespassers. Thank you for tuning into U.S. Corrupt Cops. If you found this episode enlightening, please like, share, and subscribe for more stories that shed light on corruption. Until next time, stay informed and stay safe.